This is Romeo and Juliet, Act 3, Scene 2. In Scene 2, we see Juliet, who has come home after the wedding and has no idea of anything that has gone on in the streets outside in Verona. And she is just in her room waiting for Romeo to come visit her. And she has a big long soliloquy about how much she loves him and about how she is looking forward to being with him tonight.
Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, towards Phoebus' lodging. Such a wagoner as Phaeton would whip you to the west and bring in cloudy night immediately. Spread thy close curtain, love-performing night, that runaways' eyes may wink, and Romeo leap to these arms untalked of and unseen. Lovers can see to do their amorous rites by their own beauties. Or, if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come, civil night, thou sober-suited matron all in black, and learn me how to lose a winning match played for a pair of stainless maidenhoods. Hood my unmanned blood baiting in my cheeks with thy black mantle, till strange love grown bold think true love acted. Simple modesty. Come, night, come, Romeo, come thou day in night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Come, gentle night, come, loving, black-browed night, give me my Romeo. And when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. Oh, I have bought the mansion of a love and not possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival to an impatient child that hath new robes and may not wear them. Oh, here comes my nurse, and she brings news, and every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. Now, nurse, what news? What hast thou there, the cords that Romeo bid thee fetch?
Aye, the cords.
Ay me, what news? Why dost thou wring thy hands?
Juliet is very excited, looking forward to Romeo coming to visit her. She says, "It's as if I have bought love's mansion but haven't moved in yet. I belong to Romeo, but he hasn't taken possession of me yet. It's like a child who has bought a new outfit but hasn't been able to wear it yet." And so she's really looking forward to Romeo coming to see her. So she sees the nurse enter and she says, "Oh, tell me the news of Romeo. Anything you say with his name in it is beautiful words to my ears. And is that the rope ladder, the cords that Romeo has sent for you?" And the nurse says, "Yes, the cords." And right away, Juliet realizes that something is wrong. And so she says, "Why are you wringing your hands? Like, what's going on?" So there's bad news to come.
Oh, well a day, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. We are undone, lady, we are undone. Alack, the day he's gone. He's killed. He's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Whoever would have thought it, Romeo?
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus? This torment should be roared in dismal hell. Hath Romeo slain himself? Say thou but I, and that bare vowel I shall poison more than the death-darting eye of cockatrice. I am not I, if there be such an I. All those eyes shut that make the answer I. If he be slain, say I, or if not, no. Brief sounds determine of my weal or woe.
I saw the wound, I saw it with mine eyes. God save the mark here, on his manly breast. A piteous corpse, a bloody, piteous corpse. Pale, pale as ashes, all bedaubed in blood, all in gore. Blood, I swooned at the sight.
Oh, break my heart, poor bankrupt. Break at once. To prison eyes ne'er look on liberty. Vile earth to earth resign, and motion here, and thou and Romeo press one heavy bier.
So the nurse comes in and Juliet asks what news she has of Romeo. And the nurse says, "Oh, he's dead, we're undone." And of course, Juliet thinks the nurse is talking about Romeo. And she can't believe it. Has he killed himself? Is he dead? If he's dead, that's the worst thing possible. My heart is breaking. And so Juliet basically says, if he is dead, then I will kill myself too, and we will lie in a coffin together. So Juliet misunderstands the nurse. The nurse isn't being very clear about exactly what she's saying.
Tybalt, the best friend I had. Oh, courteous Tybalt, honest gentleman, that ever I should live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered? And is Tybalt dead? My dearest cousin and my dear lord. Then dreadful trumpets sound the general doom, for who is living if those two are gone?
Tybalt.
So Juliet's even more confused now because the nurse says, Tybalt, he was my best friend. Oh my gosh, he is dead. And Juliet says, Tybalt too? So Romeo, my husband, is dead. Tybalt, my cousin is dead. How horrible. Why are these terrible things happening?
Tybalt is gone and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him. He is banished.
Oh God! Did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
He did. It did! Alas, the day it did!
Oh, serpent heart hid with a flowering face. Did ever dragon keep so fair a cave? Beautiful tyrant, fiend angelical, dove-feathered raven, wolfish ravening lamb, despised substance of diviner show just opposite to what thou justly seemst. A damned saint, an honourable villain. Oh, nature, what hadst thou to do in hell when thou didst bow the spirit of a fiend in mortal paradise? Oh, such sweet flesh! Was ever book containing such vile matter so fairly bound? Oh, the deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace!
So the nurse finally says, no, Tybalt is dead and Romeo has killed him, and now Romeo is banished. And so at first, Juliet is very upset, and she says, well, she's always very upset. She says, he's like a disguised snake, and she's super angry at Romeo, and she says, I hate him. I can't believe he seemed like such a wonderful man. He was like a wolf hiding in sheep's clothing, and I can't believe that this deep evil lurked inside something so beautiful.
There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men. All perjured, all forsworn, all naught, dissemblers all. Ah, where's my man? Give me some aqua vita. These griefs, these woes, these sorrows make me old. Shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow shame is a shame to sit, for 'tis a throne where honour may be crowned sole monarch of the universal earth. Oh, what a beast was I to chide at him.
So at first Juliet was very angry at Romeo, and so the nurse says there's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men. Men are horrible. And in the next line, Juliet says, cover yourself. No, don't say that horrible thing about my husband. And she has immediate regret for saying such terrible things about Romeo and for being mad at him.
Speak well of him that killed your cousin.
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Oh, poor my lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name when I, thou 3 hours' wife, have mangled it? Wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. Back, foolish tears, back to your native spring. Your tributary drops belong to woe, which you mistaking offer up to joy. My husband lives that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt's dead that would have slain my husband. All this is comfort. Wherefore weep I then? Some word there was, worser than Tybalt's death that murdered me. I would forget it fain, but oh, it presses to my memory like damned guilty deeds to sinners' minds. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo Banishhed. Banishhed. That one word, Banishhed, hath slain 10,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death was woe enough if it had ended there. Or if sour woe delights in fellowship, and needly will be ranked with other griefs. Why followed not when she said Tybalt's dead, thy father or thy mother, nay, or both, which modern lamentation might have moved? But with a rearward following Tybalt's death, Romeo is banished. To speak that word is father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. There is no end, no limit, measure, bound in that word's death. No words can that woe sound.
So Juliet is not taking this well. And she says that, she feels bad because she was already saying bad things about her husband, and she hasn't been his wife for more than 3 hours. And then she comes to realize that Tybalt wanted to kill Romeo. And so now that Tybalt is dead, Tybalt can't kill Romeo. So she says, I take comfort in that. Tybalt is dead. My husband, whom Tybalt wanted to kill, is still alive. Okay, so that is terrible news that Tybalt is dead. But the news that Romeo is now banished, or banished, as she says, is like 10,000 times worse than the news of Tybalt's death. And so she says, you might as well have told me that my father and my mother are dead. Then I could cry normal tears of sadness. But the fact that my cousin has been murdered by my husband, who is now banished from Verona, that is the worst possible news I could ever receive. So now, just to be clear, banished just means he can't be in Verona anymore. So she could go see him wherever he is. She may be overreacting a little bit.
Where is my father and my mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse. Will you go to them? I will bring you thither.
Wash they his wounds with tears. Mine shall be spent when there's a dry for Romeo's banishment. Take up those cords. Poor ropes. You are beguiled, both you and I, for Romeo is exiled. He made you for a highway to my bed, but I, a maid, thy maiden widowed. Come, cords. Come, nurse. I'll to my wedding bed, and death, not Romeo, take my maidenhead.
Hie to your chamber. I'll find Romeo to comfort you. I wot well where he is. Hark ye, your Romeo will be here at night. Out to him. He's hid at Lawrence Fell.
I'll find him. Give this ring to my true knight, and bid him come to take his last farewell.
So Juliet asks where her parents are, and the nurse says they're weeping over Tybalt's death. And Juliet says, well, I will be here weeping over Romeo's banishment. And so she says, take this rope letter back. I won't use it. I will die a virgin. I will never get to see Romeo again. And so she is just torn up because of this news. And so the nurse, because she loves Juliet and she's trying to comfort her, says, go to your bedroom. I will go find Romeo for you. I know where he is. I know where he's hiding out. I'll go get him, and he'll be with you tonight. So the nurse says, thank you so much. And she gives the nurse a ring to give to Romeo to kind of show that she's not upset with him, that she still loves him, to show that she is still faithful to him. And that is the end of scene 2.